Hello everyone, so this is my day 12 and these are my assignment questions. So explain OWASP top 10 securities with examples. So first of all, let us see what is the full form. So O stands for Open Web Application Security Project. So what is this OWASP? See, OWASP is something like, it is a team where it started in 2001. So what it has done, it is like a thing where it has helped many users and it's free of cost. It has from first and it has made sure that it has helped many people to be get safe from all the security issues like cyber attacks or any other internet stuffs or something. See, for example, let me give you an example first only. If I want to do a internet banking and there is no security with that, I would be very afraid to even come further and do something. So maybe I would take the help of a OWAS software project which will help me to do the security between them. There are 10 securities, but before that, let us know why is OWAS required. So first of all, as I told you, it is free and it's open security communication, non-profit foundation. So it doesn't ask for profit. It usually takes care of what is the security and what is not. And it's mainly improving software, you know, all these securities and stuff. So the next one is like, what is the 10 application security projects? Yes. So first one is the broken access control, which is nothing but the unauthorized access. Let me give you an example of this unauthorized access. In unauthorized access, okay, let me take my bank account. I'm a hacker and my bank account is 401. Okay, so I asked for a banker, that is a receptionist or a manager, that I want to withdraw a sum of X money from my own account. So and they asked my debit card details or my account number and XYZ, and I give them the details. Once it is gone for the approval, I will make sure I change my account number, and from the account number from 401 I put it as 409. So what happens with that? They don't get to know what has happened, and I go unauthorizedly access to from another account and make sure I hack that account. So this is nothing but is the broken access control. And the second one is cryptographic failures. So any failure responsible for the exposure is nothing but the cryptographic failures. Third one is the injection. For example, I give project and there is a change in the meaning itself or the command itself. So this is nothing but the injection. So insecure design. So it is nothing but the lack of security without a developed cycle. So there is nothing but I already made a cycle and there's no proper design or proper security with that. So what happened? It makes sure like there is a lack of the design and it doesn't go properly with it. So that is nothing but the lack of design. And the next one is security misconfiguration. So it is like not important or maybe not fully implemented, but it is having some errors. So that is nothing but the security misconfiguration. The next one is vulnerary and outdated components. It might be, having the expiry thing, or it might not be updated with the new versions which has been come up. So this is nothing but the updated components issues. The seventh one is the identification of authentication failures. There might be everything correct, but there will be some failures of the, identification. It might be, XYZ identification which is wrong, or maybe the authentication they might be asking for an OTP or something, for a security question and it fails for it. So this is what it happens with seventh one. Software and data integrity failures. This is nothing but the software which is having the failure issues or the data integrity. And the ninth one is the security logging and monitoring failures. So security logging is nothing but it keeps on monitoring and sometimes it does fail for it. So that is nothing but the security logging and monitoring issues. Server-side request forgery. So from a server, I will be fully, very much sure that everything is all right, and partially or fully I will not be taking care of it. But a hacker comes and either partially or fully he will attack the site. So that is nothing but server-side request forgery. So this is are the 10, web application security pros. Okay, next one is, what is an endpoint? What are different types of API requests with? Give an example. Okay, endpoint is nothing but there are two types of software which gets connected and it gives a end result. For example, I can just give you an example of we are having a monitor as one software and second software as a tablet or a mobile, which gets connected to each other and gives the endpoint and which gives us the result is called the endpoint. So what are the different API? We have the get, put, delete, and post. These are the four main things which we use. So if I have to give you an example, I can get it as get pet by ID. Okay, so for example, I have a dog and I want to get the information of that, dog. So I put it as find pet by ID. Maybe I give the ID as 111. So it gets me the information. Basically, it grabs the information to me which is already there in profile. The put update an existing pet. So I have given 111 as a thing and I have given the date of birth as 1 2021 or something like in the January, and I want to update to the date of it. I've already given the month and I wanted to update the date or I want to update the age of it. So I do the put update an existing pet. Delete. If I there is some unfortunately I have so many dogs and one dog is having some disease or something, or maybe it is no more, so I might have to delete the pet. So I put it as delete a pet. Then post. If I want to post more pictures of the particular dog or something, I put update an image. That is nothing but the post. So the last one is what are samplers and listeners in load testing? Explain with example. See, samplers are nothing but in the JMeter where we use for requesting something. For example, in samplers we use most of the things like FTP, HTTP, JDBC request, BSF request, and SMPT samplers. So these are something which request the data from the as a user, I request the data, for example, HTTP youtube.com or something like that. So what I'm doing, I'm requesting the data from the hypertext, transfer protocol where all the details I'll be getting, and as a user, I'll be requesting the pages. What are listeners? Listeners are something, it gives the output. So in other ways, if I have to tell, samplers are nothing but it takes the input and gives the output in the form of listeners. So listeners, we can see the result in the form of, or we can see the display in the form of maybe graphs, table, trees, and logs. So basically, samplers are something where we request the data, and listeners is something where we get the display or where we get the output of the data. And these were my assignment questions, and thank you.